he's on sex pills.
Listen, who are you talking to?
Sam, of course.
So there's nothing actually wrong with you?
Well, Gwen's gone.
Really? Did she tell you anything?
I'm sorry. But if that wasn't you at the party, then who was it?
Uranus, the magician. Neptune, the mystic. For millennia, the lords of the upper sky have danced in harmony. But now, as a new age dawns, these stars must learn their dance anew, and we on earth must learn it with them. For as the planets change their partners in the dance of heaven, so we on earth must follow. For better, for worse, to our destiny.
Mother? Oh, thought he might be under there.
Under the bed?
Would he? Members of the primitive tribes often find the floor more comfortable.
Uranus, the magician. Neptune, the mystic. For millennia, the lords of the upper sky.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Did you have a nice time last night?
Oh, passable. Actually, there's this girl I've been seeing.
A girl?
And her two sisters. They take it in turns to be my girlfriend.
Three of them?
So we on earth must follow. For better,
All right.
for worse, to our destiny.
Have you ever thought about all of this, you know, fate and things, and the fact that we might not have full control over what we do in our lives and who we spend our lives with? Maybe it's a good thing.
My dad's getting so wound up. He just wants to know when we're going to do it. I'll tell him things are building up nicely, shall I?
Well, are you seeing her again tonight? I wouldn't want you to stay in on my account.
Do you want me to go out, Mother?
No, of course not. No. Can't be easy, though. Keeping all three of them happy.
Not that you'd know about that. Anyway, you haven't exactly made Woody feel as welcome as you might have.
It doesn't do to rush these things, Ryan.
And with such an enormous appendage, it would be such a shame if he took his equipment elsewhere.
Lydia. I want all of you. Yeah, can you, just move over? Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry. How are things, Lydia?
Yeah, right.
No.
Yeah, we're still in rush things. Listen, if you need more space, you might as well stay at Roxanne's for a couple of nights. Well, I thought her and Alex were going away for a while.
I don't know, it just sounds creepy.
Call me the heavyweight champion of the world. I have just broken the unit record. 12 tickets and 1 clamping before breakfast. Now come here, you.
Hey, no rush, you remember.
Gwen's getting married.
To a farmer.
Well, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it's great. It's the greatest news since we got married. I have to be happy for her, aren't I?
Mum, Dad, we're going out.
Together.
Great. Anywhere special?
Just out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need a cup of tea.
Shouldn't leave your door unlocked.
Lily.
Is your mum in?
Mother. Apparently not. Who shall I say called?
Listen to me, boy. You want to take whatever problem you got out of me, that is fine. Upset my little girl, you are dead. Got it? I know you think she ain't good enough for you, but if I was you, I'd be getting in there and making her a happy lady, all right?
This isn't about me and your lascivious daughter.
What did you call her?
It's about you. You don't think you're good enough for my mother. Oh, sorry. Nah.
Watch your lip, boy.
Do you think that's why she won't sleep with you? Odd, isn't it? Big, strong, reassuring hunk like yourself.
I said, shove it! It's okay, son. I was scared my first time. And you're not to worry, okay? I mean, about not having been with a girl before. And don't pretend either.
Oh, what are you lot doing there?
Making a video.
For our new relatives.
We're in Argentina. Oh, you better take some pills, Mike.
What pills?
You're the expert. Go on, you're no good without them.
Are you going to show Gwen's new fiancé about me and Frankie?
Senoritas of Buenos Aires, beware. There's nothing that the British male can't achieve with a simple dose of chemicals available over the internet. This is break.
Wait. Might get more than you're bargaining for doing something like that, you know.
I'm sorry.
More than you can say for that lad of yours.
Well, Ryan?
Yeah, him and Celeste. Yeah, way ahead of us two, you know.
Ryan and Celeste?
Afraid so.
But they're children.
They'll be fine.
You hope? Look, Woody, I'm sorry. Maybe this isn't such a good idea.
We sounded right on the phone half an hour ago. You couldn't have gone off me that quick, could you?
Look, I'm just afraid it'll all end in tears. They're so young.
What? What's on that we didn't tell you?
Mrs. Drake. Oh, good. Lovely, yeah.
Just like his dad, Mrs. Brake. Can't take your eyes off him.
You know how it is. Some blokes are all mouth and nothing else. Present company accepted. But the football team...
The football team?
Oh, you know what they're like, calling you this and that. So I said, come over here and I'll tell which one of you's the best kisser.
But they didn't dare.
Oh, yeah. I struggled through. But I tell you who come out on top. Sam Armstrong.
I suppose they're just more experienced as a generation.
Ryan and Celeste?
Well, more than we ever were. Present company accepted, of course. Actually, I think I was a bit in awe of you. I mean, I'd never have dared.
Yeah, well, some things are worth waiting for, aren't they?
Go on, go on. You might as well know. Steph Mackenzie.
Yeah.
She wasn't your first time, was she?
Yes, since you ask.
Small world.
Natalie, look, you're bound to be nervous. And you're probably still a little bit in love with Duncan.
Your husband? I'm sorry, Woody.
What?
Not leaving on my account, are you, Mum? Look, this just isn't going to happen. I'm sorry, it's just not possible.
It's a gross idea.
I love her.
Though it's very noble, I suppose.
Suppose what you like, Ryan, but I love her.
And it's a challenge, obviously.
Challenge?
Sam, do you know that Celeste says I'm the best boyfriend she's ever had?
Do you know what, Ryan? You think about stuff too much.
What?
Anyway, me and Lydia haven't exactly got that close yet. But when we do, it's going to mean something. Not that we'll ever compare notes or anything.
Dennis, why so reflective?
Sam's bed's getting a bit cramped. He's asked me to find somewhere else to sleep.
Cramped? You surprise me. I thought it was a king size.
Yeah, and so's Lydia.
Natalie. Take a seat. No, thank you. I'd rather stand. Actually, Steph, I wanted your advice. I know that you were close to Woody, weren't you, at one time? And I was just wondering, what's he like? Like? You were very close.
Well, since you ask, he's not somebody you forget in a hurry. I was with Alex for a lot longer, but Woody's a much stronger memory in all sorts of ways.
Right. Thanks.
Don't do it, Natalie. That's my advice. You want my advice? If there's one place you mustn't go, it's Duncan. I mean, Woody. Do you really think you should be sleeping with another man? I mean, you are married to Duncan, and you can't tell me he's not on your mind. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. He'd be on anybody's.
This is ludicrous. I do not need advice from a hypocrite like you.
Go on, tell me you're not thinking about him right now. Go on, tell me.
Mum!
Natalie, I'm not here.
Sam, get off! Stop it!
All I mean is I'd really like us to move things on a bit. Well, the thing is, Dennis is going away for a couple of nights.
Yeah?
Yeah, so if you wanted to stay over, that'd be really nice.
Dennis, sorry, you know, when I said going away, I didn't mean you.
Then take the appropriate steps. Dennis. Go out with him. Dennis. Dennis. Take him by the hand. Look into his eyes. And lead him lightly onto the dance floor. It'll make Sam jealous. Do you think? I know. Just make sure he thinks he's doing the leading. It's got to look convincing.
So, are we ready to discuss our little plan?
I suppose I can force myself?
Oh, no. Not so fast, loser. The only reason I'm here in the first place.
Hello, little brother. Remember me? My, how I used to enjoy those little games we played.
You see, we're not just going to sleep with her.
Who's a man? Who are you? Oh, who's the best? Oh, you are, Dennis.
Dennis, look at somebody in.
No, just, exercising. You know. Don't you knock or anything? I could have been naked or... Oh.
Dennis, get a grip. I'm not interested in what you have or what you don't have to hide. We've got more important things to worry about.
Like what?
Like the horror that's going on in this very house. Sam and Lydia. They have to be stopped.
Well, I don't know anything.
OK, it makes me feel almost physically sick to have to say this, but I don't see that we have any choice. You and me, Dennis. We have to pretend that we're going out together.
I was wondering, have you noticed anything different about me tonight?
Different? Apart from the fact that you've taken your wedding ring off.
Oh, gosh, how did you...
Well, you get to notice things like that in my line of work. It's what we get paid for.
The stars must learn their dance in you, and we on Earth must learn it with them.
Natalie?
I was...
Yes?
wondering... if you were at all free tonight. I know it's very short notice.
Oh! You all right, Nat?
Let's just leave it at that for now, shall we?
Dennis, if you really want to be taken seriously, you mustn't flinch every time Kate comes near you.
I wasn't flinching, I'm just not used to it.
She's right, Dennis. Unless you relax and stop acting like I'm going to contaminate you, we're not going to convince anybody, are we?
Cool. I was wondering what colour coaching it was.
Catherine, hear me. Should the success of our plan rely on the wit and performance skills of young Doyle, then our chances of success are more limited than naught. If you really want to snag Samuel, you have to make Dennis believe. You have to make him fall in love with you for real. Now go.
Hi, we're going to the cafe. Would you, like to come?
Are you sure we won't be interrupting you? I know how lovers like to be alone.
I'm sure an hour won't kill us.
I'm sure Dennis can cope with the strain.
I want you to do me a favour. I want you to phone Celeste and invite her over for dinner tonight.
What a terrible idea.
Because Woody will be coming too, so we can all get to know each other.
Is that such a good idea at this stage in our plan? If you don't do it with Lydia before you get it together with Celeste, she'll suss out that you don't quite know how to handle her.
Just help yourself to my lips, to my arms, and tell the world that they are yours.
And Sam Armstrong will make you a laughing stock. Of course, you might have to destroy the girl first.
And not long till you're 16. The age of consent here in the UK. And where are you sleeping, Frankie?
Mum.
Oh, and who do we have? Oh, we have Will, Frankie's father. When it suits him. Say hello, Will. Now, when Frankie left Will's house, you were having an affair with the cleaner, weren't you, Will? Yes, of course, he let Frankie stay with us. But of course, we didn't know that they were going out then, did we?
We weren't going out then.
Yes, and I know it's naive of us to think that they were just like brother and sister, but, you know, that's just me.
Yeah, maybe that's enough filming for one day, actually.
I don't know, I haven't filmed.
She's a great girl, my Celeste. Really keen, amazingly sexy. That thing she does with her... Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember.
You don't have to cover up, Sam. I know all about you and Celeste. You go back a long way. It's cool.
Yeah, it was ages ago. I mean, didn't last long anyway.
I don't suppose it did. I don't suppose she remembers you at all. You know how Celeste gets through men. You're just one more pebble on her sexual beach. Anyway, her hunting days are over now. I'm sure that with me she's found her lion.
Now, you have to learn to trust me.
Oh, it's not that I don't trust you. It's just I'm scared of you.
Look, just keep your head forward, relax, and just fall. Okay, go. See? Trust me.
Falling down game looks fun. Can anyone join in?
Kate and I've got to learn to trust each other. Now we go now.
No problem there then. You two were made for each other. 1 million cars, 1 million tickets.
I can't believe we haven't done this sooner. I know everything there is to know about Sam and almost nothing about you.
There's not much worth knowing, really.
For example, I know you're a virgin, aren't you? Something to be ashamed of. Although it must be pretty intimidating going out with the biggest stud on the block. Sam's never really had much of an attention span when it comes to women. The man's a god. He doesn't need to. Go on then. Stop messing about. Shag the hag. A hand where it counts, and you're away. I know you must be feeling quite scared right now, but in the right hands you needn't feel like that. Sex is like all life's lessons. You just need a good tutor to help impress the ones who really count. I could be your gentle teacher. Sam, your examiner. There's no shame in wanting to impress the man you really love. I could help.
What if he finds out?
He'll love you all the more for it. #1 lesson in Thornton Street. Love one another like one big, happy family.
I don't mind where we go tonight, Dennis, but let's just go the two of us, yeah?
You two lovebirds out tonight, then?
Yeah, we've got a date.
Oh, isn't it wonderful? All this time and none of us noticed we were cohabiting with true love. Eh, Sam?
Oh, give me a break.
Sam, don't be so negative. Dennis and I are very serious about one another. Does that bother you?
No, it's a lovely sight to behold.
Oh, at last! Where have you been? We've been waiting.
Yeah, well, don't worry about that. It's no big deal. Want a stiff drink, son? Get him one for us now, eh? Pop over here, boy. Come here. As they say in the SAS, where eagles dare. Or as they also say in the SAS, don't forget the 6 P's. Perfect planning prevents piss-poor performance. Know what I mean? There's half a dozen now. Have a day off.
How poetic.
All right. Oh, I'll get it.
Don't sit there. What's the matter with you? Good lad.
I was just passing. Wanted to have a chat. See if you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine, but I'm busy.
We've got guests tonight.
None of your business.
Well, how long's it been since the three of us were in a room together?
She was just leaving.
I only wanted a quick word to see if you thought about the things we spoke about the other day. All these things have huge effects on our lives and the lives of people we love.
It's unbelievable. You come round here to sit in judgment on me and my attitude towards my family. How dare you?
Natalie, I came around because I knew you were feeling vulnerable.
Goodbye.
I'd like to propose a toast to Tom and Frankie. It's less like losing a son than gaining a son's girlfriend. Silly us for not seeing it sooner.
Tom and Frankie. Lucky old Tom, I say.
And let's propose a toast to Charlie. Friend, publican, landlord, all round shoulder to cry on.
To me.
Don't look at me like that, Mike. There's plenty of it to go round, everyone.
I remember when we first saw your mum and dad getting it together. We worked out the odds of his success. 100 to 1, we reckoned. Hope you won't mind me saying this, Mike, but none of us were convinced that that chubby little lad who wouldn't say boo to a goose was going to pull the lovely Fiona. The most lusted after female on Thornton Street. But you did it, and all credit to you. And look how they've lasted. You two could learn something from this. You don't have to be God's gift to get the ladies. Well, no offence, Mike. Fiona, what are you doing?
Charlie knows.
Actually, Mrs. Brakey, it's me who knows.
Sorry, Charlie. You'll have to forgive me. I'm feeling a little bit tense at the moment.
Come on, son. I think it's time we made a move.
Oh, come on. Just because they're gone doesn't mean we can't enjoy ourselves. Cheers.
Here we go.
Look at that. Nothing I like better than red-blooded flesh.
I'm sure you're grateful of any joint you can get. What with all this foot-and-mouth stuff?
So, tell me about Ryan's shady past. I'm dying to know. He's not giving anything away.
Well, he's always been popular with the girls, haven't you, Ryan? He's had some really stunning girlfriends. There was, oh, fork. There was one that used to be a model for toothpaste, wasn't she, Ryan? I can't remember what brand.
Stop it, Mother. You're not funny.
Well, she was a beautiful girl, but not a lot, you know, stairs and... Ryan's an intelligent lad and he needs constant stimulation.
Oh, really? Sounds like fun.
So not unlike his mother, then, in that respect.
I'm sure you'll find out what I mean before too long.
Let's have a toast on this special occasion. There's Capricorn in Venus and lust in the air. And my mother's wedding ring has come off. And I'm sure that there'll be more to follow during the course of the evening.
Dennis, stop behaving like a child and listen to me. What I'm about to say could mark a turning point in both our lives. Ever since I moved to Greenwich, I had one aim in mind. I formed a plan and I've been perfecting it for months and months now. And ever since I saw you, I had no other choice.
Really?
I love you, Dennis. I've loved you from the first time I ever saw you. Sam was just a way to mark time for me to get close to you. Everything I've ever done has been about you, making you love me.
Really? I thought you were playing some long game to get Sam to love you. Not me.
Well, how wrong can you be? And all I ever wanted to do was make you jealous. And I'm too clever for my own good. Now you don't even notice me.
Of course I noticed you. Who wouldn't?
First rule of the book. If you want a man for keeps, for life, you have to tame him. That's what I tried to do to you, Dennis. But now I know that you'll never be tamed. But maybe you could learn to love me in your own wild way.
Go on, Mother. At the very least, he'll make you forget about me. He'll take you away from me. Oh, Woody. I'm so sorry. I can't do this. You know, I'm surrounded by Duncan and Jane.
Well, that was certainly an eventful meal.
Is that a dig?
I'm sure you had your reasons for doing what you did.
But you're not going to ask about them. You can't go, Mike. You need to sort out the arrangements. Sleeping.
Yeah, tomorrow night, maybe.
Surely you're not saying it's okay for them to carry on sharing?
Excuse me, Mrs. Bray, but when Tom and I stay in the same room, nothing happens. I know some people might feel differently about it, but we don't actually need to be together like that. We're not reliant on it. Do you know what I mean?
Actually, Frankie, I do know what you mean. The trouble is that people change. Which is why, in the meantime, I think you should come in with me, and might you go in with Tom. That way we'll know where we are, won't we?
Somebody open my eyes for me. I'm really tired.
Yeah, if only it was that easy. Try matchsticks. Oh, cheers.
Dennis, will you come here? I'm really tired. Probably need you to carry me to bed.
Good job I carried all that shopping for you then today, isn't it? Strength of an ox.
But not a fireman's lift. More like a Rhett Butler and Scarlett O'Hara.
How poignant for such tempestuous lovers. Alas, 'tis a pity it might have to be 3 inches away onto a fold-out sofa bed. Hardly the sweeping staircases have gone with the wind.
Well, it's my house and my bed.
And Dennis and Kate are your guests. And they are, in the grand scheme of politeness, more entitled to a share of it than you are. Perhaps our lord and master might be gracious enough to give his friends his bed.
Actually, I've come to ask for your help.
Ask for my help? Well, how can I help you? I'm a complete mess myself.
Exactly. I thought you could help me understand why Mike is the way he is in relationships. I've been married to him for 17 years and I can't work it out. I mean, maybe it's something which runs in your family. Some sort of dysfunctional type problem.
What do you mean, dysfunctional?
I mean, erectile dysfunction. I mean, for so long now, I've been blaming myself, but I'm beginning to suspect that it's got something more to do with the great gene pool. I mean, maybe your mother didn't praise you enough as kids or something like that.
Fiona, I don't know what you're talking about. My family was a perfectly normal one. And our childhood was a perfectly happy one. And if you're suggesting that I'm some sort of a frigid nutcase, then you're mad.
Am I? Well, given you and your brother's screwy attitude to sex, I think I'm just being logical. Or maybe you're just in denial.
Hey, Mr. Tension, you've got to get out of here.
Mrs. Massage is coming to get you.
She really has got no idea, has she?
Aren't massages sexy? They're the most popular treatment in the salon.
See what I mean? Bet you wish you'd bothered with that practice run now, don't you? Come on, Ryan. Destroy her before she destroys you. Get out! What are you doing here? Get out! I hate you!
I may not be the brightest beautician in the world, but I do know when I'm being made a fool of. What have I done to you to make you so repulsed by me?
My wife is very precious to me. We have such an envied marriage. In fact, I don't think we've ever been happier than at this moment. You were acting very strange last night. And I was wondering if you might want to talk about that. Is everything okay?
I don't know. Is everything okay? Why don't you tell me, Mike?
Fiona, this isn't really helping.
Okay. I'll be more specific. You've been lying to me for a very long time, haven't you?
Mike?
Well, I know that you have. And I'm tired of all the lies. I want the truth. I want to hear you say it.
Okay.
You don't believe she could really like me, do you?
Look, it's nothing to do with you, mate. Look, don't take it personally. I just don't trust her.
I love her, Sam. And I can tell she likes me back.
Honestly, I'm worried she might be using you.
I'd have said exactly the same thing myself, but you and Lydia have shown me it could be different. Well, OK, yeah, fair enough, I'm not in Kate's league, but Lydia's not in yours, mate, and, well, you're still happy.
I guess I've just been used to thinking a certain way for so long. Maybe we'll see, yeah?
Well, Celeste, Ryan's not here right now, I'm afraid. To be honest, I hadn't expected to see you for a very long time.
I'm worried about him.
Well, I wouldn't bother if I were you. I mean, you're hardly on speaking terms, are you?
I wouldn't say that. Natalie, he's so scared. Like a little rabbit in headlights when we're together. He's completely petrified about losing it.
Is that frightened? I didn't know. No, I've never been any good at noticing things like that. It's always just passed me by.
I wouldn't feel too badly about it.
Oh, it's terrible. I seem to be incapable of paying any attention, even when my own son is crying out for help.
My dad thinks you're wonderful, so you can't be that bad a person.
I think your dad's pretty wonderful too.
Good.
Oh, if only it was that simple, you know. I could just listen to the people that really matter now, but you know, it's fear. And it's very powerful. It can stop you seizing the day. And it stopped me, and it could stop Ryan.
And if I were you, I would take this whole thing a little more seriously.
Oh, yeah?
When Sam finds out you haven't the least idea what you're playing at, those footballers' legs of his are going to run a mile. But if I were to experience you first, he'd never know the difference, would he?
And why would Sam actually waste his time if ultimately he just wanted to laugh at me?
Sport?
I'm just glad there aren't as many twisted people as you in this world.
Come on, you two. Let's get some carbohydrates into you. I don't be going all that way on low blood sugar.
They've had breakfast, Mike. I mean, haven't you?
Right, that's it. I think we're just about done here. Come on. Coach will be there soon.
I'll get the car, put these bags in the car, yeah?
They obviously don't want to, and then they'll need to practice walking in these backpacks anyway.
I'm just trying to make it easier for them.
It's no problem. Yeah, but somebody's trying to make it into one, aren't they?
OK, can you just stop? You guys, I could be carrying a piano on my back and I just run straight out of here.
Tom?
You guys are driving me insane with your arguing.
Tom, it's not as bad as you think.
Could you stop lying?
You know, for the past few days, it's felt like the walls are closing in on me, and to be honest, the prospect of living on a freezing cold mountain is sounding really good right now.
Come on!
Tom, don't I get a kiss goodbye?
Hey, mate.
So, Dennis, you and Kate. That's weird news. I was surprised when I found out.
You surprised? That's a first.
True. Guess it's been a bit of a week for firsts. I was just shocked that you go for someone like that.
Have you got eyes? Any guy would be well chuffed to be with a girl like Kate.
I didn't say any guy, Dennis. I said you. I was just thinking you would go for someone a bit different, that's all.
She's everything I ever dreamed of. Sounds well corny coming from me, but it's true. Guess I wasn't that many good words.
As long as it's what you feel in your heart.
Yeah, it is.
I'll see you around then, Dennis.
What was it Jane said? Sad loser virgin. Not far wrong, eh? Her idea of a joke, I think you'll find. Softening, Ryan. Soon you'll be wearing a suit to side parting and calling your mother dear. Face it, you're going to fail. I'm not afraid of failing anymore. How fortuitous. And not a bit prophetic. And I'm not afraid of you either. Celeste loves me. And after all I've put her through, she still wants to be with me. And I'm bigger and better than listen to a freaky little wraith like you. Not going to show the love, are you, Ryan? Yes. I'm going to love Celeste back. Watch and learn.
I just want to hear you say it.
Don't you think I want to say it? I want to say it, but I can't! I can't! When I think about me, it's just disgusting. I'm disgusted. It makes me feel sick. Please, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, but how could you? Pills! Pills! Pills!
Oh, God.
Natalie, come in.
Oh, no, I don't want to disturb you. I can come back. Only I thought this was probably the one place that I couldn't throw you out of very easily. But that was a joke. It wasn't a very good one. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for my behaviour yesterday. It was unforgivable of me.
Well, we've all done things we regret.
Actually, that is why I've come here. Actually, I am having some difficulties at home at the moment, and I'm really not quite sure how to get myself through it. And I know after everything I've done to you, you really should be the last person that I could turn to. But you are.
You want Woody, don't you?
Yes. You know, he makes me feel better just by being near me, really.
Will you listen to me? Stop punishing yourself by thinking about the past all the time. Move on.
Yes, I want to. I really do. And I do. I want to be with Woody. But I can't really do that until I've got a clean slate, you know, and I've got enough baggage to last me a lifetime. I really do have to sever all ties with Duncan.
Well, think of me as your porter, and I'll help you through.
How could you go to Charlie behind my back? I know there's something wrong with us, but I just can't stand everybody else knowing about it like that. I love you, Mike. I really love you. But you have let me down so badly, and I just don't see how we will ever get past this.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
Could you pass on a message from me?
No.
I know what it looks like, but I've changed.
If my lovely daughter had £1 for every time some geezer said that to her, she wouldn't need to paint nails for a living.
Seriously, I know what I've done, and I just need a second chance to make amends.
You will be lucky.
But it can't just be about luck, can it? When you suddenly realise you're able to do something, how can you let it go? You'd give anything for a second chance.
Just this last time. Otherwise you will be in trouble, my boy.
It's been so horrible. Can't believe this is happening to us.
I think we've
both known for a while
that things haven't been right. Sorry.
Well, maybe this'll help sort it out, you know? And give us some distance.
I hope so.
So do I.
What do you fancy?
Oh, what?
Who do you reckon?
Oh, I don't know. What do I know?
What about not telling anyone about it, just for now?
Okay. That way we've only got to explain it to ourselves.
All we need is some time to think.
Yeah. I'll say the shower's broken and that I need a shower every day.
Where will you go?
Oh, Will's probably. It's all right. You don't have to worry about that.
Look, maybe you don't need to go at all. I mean, you know, we could just give ourselves some space here or something.
No. I think this is for the best for now.
Okay, just go now then.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's for the best, I promise you.
Come on! It's him, son! Don't you think I'll whack him?
What are they doing now?
Clinching.
Isn't that illegal?
Only in the ring, yeah. Go on, put him apart, like what's the matter with the Fenway apart?
Yeah, come on! Put him apart! Go on! Put him apart!
What now?
Sorry.
Yeah, you're only getting into it, aren't you? Fair play, love. Go on, son, whack him!
That'll teach you to take the advice of a sad, ugly monster. What would Lydia know about love? More than you, obviously. She'll turn up. I know she will. Just like you knew someone could love you. Not even your own sister loved you like that. So how do you expect that anyone else would? Seven years bad luck. 7 years bad luck. 7 years bad luck.
I've always found violence abhorrent, but tonight it was energizing, you know?
It was a good fight, especially when boxers are evenly matched like that. Nice to watch. It's all about balance.
Not like you and me.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Would he? Kiss me again. Oh, I feel so safe with you. I love it when you touch me.
That's all I want to do, Nat. Just feels like this is what I was brought here for. Only sometimes it does feel like there's a third person in the ring with us.
You mean Duncan?
Uh-huh.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. Really. You know, I don't think I've thought about him all night. No, he's well and truly out of my life.
Seconds out, round 2.
Did you enjoy it? Kissing me, silly.
Yeah, it was good. Is it normally like that?
That wasn't normal. That was nice.
Nice.
In a good way.
You sure you're all right, then?
Yeah, fine, honestly, mate. Just don't really feel up to Mexican food tonight. I'll be all right, I'll watch telly.
OK, well, don't wait up then.
Yeah. Look, thanks for letting me stay and everything. It's just until the shower's fixed.
Yeah, no problem. Just hope I don't wake you up when I get back, that's all.
The planets change their partners and heaven. We on Earth must follow. For better, for worse, to our destiny.
Hello? I miss you too.
While you're in the world.
I'm sorry if I've been acting odd at all.
Oh, but you were being sweet.
No, I was peculiar. There's no other way of putting it. I've been going through a hard time recently.
That's just you being you. It's what you're like. And I like it.
I've got to tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I've got an artificial limb. My leg. I mean, I know you probably realised, Vi.
Yeah. Yeah, Woody.
You know, I've been meaning to talk about it, but... You know, I mean, listen, for me it's easy. I just all the time...
Woody. How well do you know me?
Well enough.
Well, well enough, I hope, to realise that something like that wouldn't bother me.
Tar. I mean it, Tar.
I don't think I could like or admire any man more.